Do you believe that we are all born with free will? Friedrich Nietzsche's concept of the Superman, Übermensch, stands as a pinnacle in the evolution of human potential and creativity. Articulated in his influential work, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, the Superman symbolizes the ultimate affirmation of life, accepting and embracing its entirety, including its hardships. Nietzsche introduced this idea as a critical response to the prevalent religious and moral norms of his time, particularly targeting the constraints imposed by Christianity on human potential and creativity. He saw this period marked by Enlightenment ideals as one clouded by the over-reliance on reason and a turning away from faith, leading to a critical assessment of morality and religion. Nietzsche's Superman is not bound by traditional moral codes, but creates his own values, exercising authority, power, and creativity. This concept finds parallels in historical philosophical thoughts, such as Plato's philosopher king and Machiavelli's prince. Yet Nietzsche's Superman stands distinct, not tied to any metaphysical principles or external authority, including God. Nietzsche's critique extends to the whole structure of European morality, which he believed stifled human development by promoting a beyond, a concept he deems fictitious and deceptive. His proclamation of the death of God signifies the collapse of the old value systems and the need for a revaluation of values, where the Superman emerges as the liberator from these confines, championing life in this world over the illusory promises of the afterlife. Likewise, Friedrich Nietzsche's concept of the will to power is also one of the core elements of his philosophy. He proposed that the fundamental driving force in humans is not merely survival or reproduction, but a profound desire to exert and enhance one's power and influence over others and one's environment. This drive, according to Nietzsche, is more intrinsic than the will to survive or the pursuit of pleasure. It is seen as an underlying, often unconscious force that shapes one's actions, ambitions, and interpretations of the world. Nietzsche believed that this will is what gives rise to creativity, ambition, and all human achievement, suggesting that the greatest accomplishments in history were driven by this profound and relentless force to assert and expand one's influence and presence in the world. However, Nietzsche's attempt to replace religion with the Superman concept is met with limitations. Furthermore, Nietzsche's critique, while profound, inadvertently introduces a new form of absolutism through the Superman, contradicting his criticism of absolutes. This reductionist view is seen as ignoring the complexity of human emotions and motivations, including altruism, empathy, and the desire for knowledge. Additionally, some argue that Nietzsche's concept dangerously glorifies power and dominance, potentially justifying authoritarian or oppressive behaviors. There is also debate about whether Nietzsche intended the will to power as a metaphysical claim about the nature of reality or as a psychological insight, leading to disagreements about its interpretation and relevance. Man's inherent religiosity and the role of religion in identity formation and moral guidance suggest that a complete detachment from religious frameworks, as Nietzsche proposed, is neither feasible nor desirable. Critics argue that it overly simplifies human motivation by reducing diverse psychological drives to a single concept. Furthermore, the lack of empirical evidence to support this theory makes it more philosophical speculation than a scientifically grounded psychological principle. Despite these contradictions and the incomplete realization of the Superman, however, Nietzsche's contributions profoundly impacted philosophical thought, challenging and inspiring future generations to reassess the foundations of morality and human potential. Friedrich Nietzsche's concepts of the Übermensch, Superman, and the will to power can be intriguing lenses through which to view personal empowerment and control over one's life. Here's how these ideas can be applied to ensure you're in control of your own life rather than being controlled by others. Pursue self-overcoming. Nietzsche's Übermensch represents an individual who has transcended the limitations of conventional morality and societal norms. Apply this by continually challenging yourself to grow, learn, and break free from the constraints of societal expectations that don't align with your true self. Create your values. Nietzsche advocated for the creation of one's own values as opposed to adhering to societal or external moralities. Identify what truly matters to you and build your life around these core values. This self-determined value system guides your decisions and actions, giving you control over your life. Exercise the will to power. Nietzsche's concept of the will to power can be interpreted as a drive for self-mastery and achievement. Direct this drive towards personal growth and the achievement of your goals, rather than seeking power over others. Embrace life affirmatively. Nietzsche emphasized saying yes to life, embracing its challenges and joys alike. Adopting this attitude helps in taking responsibility for your life, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Cultivate critical thinking. To avoid being manipulated or controlled by others, develop critical thinking skills. Question assumptions, think independently, and make decisions based on your reasoned judgment. Assert your independence. Just like Nietzsche's Superman, strive for independence in thought and action. This means making choices based on your understanding and judgment, not merely following the crowd. Understand and accept consequences. With control comes responsibility. Be prepared to accept the consequences of your actions, learning from them and using them as stepping stones for future decisions. Pursue self-realization. Focus on realizing your potential in all aspects of life. This involves exploring your talents, passions, and abilities and using them to shape a life that is authentically yours. Reject passive conformity. Nietzsche was critical of blind conformity to societal norms. Be mindful of societal influences and consciously choose which norms align with your values and which do not. Practice self-reflection. Regularly engage in self-reflection to evaluate your beliefs, decisions, and actions. This helps in staying true to your course and not being swayed by external influences. Strengthen resilience. Life will inevitably present challenges. Cultivating resilience helps you to navigate these without being overwhelmed or controlled by external circumstances. Seek personal growth, not domination. While Nietzsche's will to power is often misconstrued as a call for domination, it's more productively understood as a drive for personal excellence and growth. In applying these principles, it's important to balance self-determination with empathy and consideration for other individuals. Control over one's life in the Nietzschean sense is not about exerting power over others, but about sculpting a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. May your journey be eternally glorious.